You're a diver, correct?
I am. I'm technically a free diver,
Okay.
more than a scuba diver, but I do both. But my like happy place is when I'm free diving.
So, how'd you even get into diving in the first place?
I got injured actually in college. So,
Mhm.
well, let me back up a little bit. So, my senior year of high school, like most seniors, I'm like, I don't really want to do anything this year, and so I had to take some like random, elective classes, and one of them was scuba diving. Randomly enough, at my high school, and I took it thinking it was going to be complete, just whatever,
Yeah.
right? And I immediately fell in love with it. I was like, this is so cool. We live in the Midwest, so I'm like, I don't really get to spend a lot of time in the ocean. Like,
Right.
it really intrigued me, and so that's where I first started taking an interest in the ocean. Then in college, I ended up injuring myself playing football, and I had to rehab in a pool. And so then I started spending a lot of time
Interesting.
in a pool like every day. So
Yeah.
at that point, I'm like, I'm starting to like swimming. I'm starting to like being in the water, and I was always a pretty good swimmer. And so what I started doing was in my summers, I would start traveling to places that had water, right? And again, I told you I love Miami, right? And so I started going down to Miami. I didn't actually know this until I was like much further in my 20s, but Miami's an hour away from like one of the most beautiful places to dive ever. And I was just going there randomly thinking like, "Oh, how convenient is this?" And I didn't realize the scope of it until I like really went off the deep end with my hobby. And now it's something that I do. It would be a bad year for me if I don't dive like at least probably a handful of times
Yeah.
at some point.